coming at you. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. It's been a busy week. I have completely revamped the website for one of my little businesses. I run two little businesses out of my house. One of them is actually a main supplier for some big chains, actually, retail and restaurant, bringing in printers and cash drawers and touchscreens, things like that. So revamped one. I'm hoping to expand that and move more in that direction. That's been my smaller little business. But hey, I'm here. I haven't done much in the brewing world, but I got my taps behind me. They've been keep me pretty happy. So I've got the Utter Chaos Milk Stout on there, and that was fantastic for St. Patrick's Day. And I actually made Irish car bombs with it. Oh, that was chocolate delicious. That was just so much better than using Guinness, I'm going to tell you. And then I've got my like 3.8, 3.9-ish IPA on there with the Belgian yeast, and that's drinking really nice too. So I've been pretty set. I've been pretty content over here. I got beer mail that you saw recently from Josh, from my nephew. Gave him grief about his packing job and the duct tape specifically. So he's been dying. It's just been killing him. You know, he puts them in these stone bottles, but it's just been killing him that I've not tried this yet. So we're gonna get this one open and give it a try. So this is the Dark Tides Russian Imperial Stout. Now he said it was really carbonated, so I'm gonna have to wash this. I got plenty left, but you can see I've got one heck of a head on that. Yeah, that's pretty carbonated. Usually I like my stouts a little more mellow. Kind of some rocky bubbles up towards the top, you can see, but it's medium to creamy down below. We're gonna let this settle down a little bit, and I'm gonna get a nose on it and tell you all about it. Okay, that head just was not going away, so I actually went and spooned it off so I could get my nose in there. Okay, that's interesting. I get a lot of hop character off that. Wow, I swirled this and look, the head's built back again. Okay, now I'm starting to pick out some of the chocolate on there, a little bit of roast, but I know that he had some oak on this and bourbon, as I recall. And I get a mix of dark chocolate and milk chocolate on there, a bit of oakiness, but it's bourbon and oak combination. So cheers, we're gonna dive in. Wow. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's a bit cold, so I'm going to let this warm up. It's got some nice flavor. So I think once this warms up, I'll be able to tell you more about it. So while I'm warming this up, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on back here on the Keggerator. The first little bit of pour comes out warm still. And one of the things that I figured out, and it'll go into my final video once I'm done, the little unit, the light, even when the door's shut and the light is off, with the electrical that runs in there, it stays warm. And since it's a real close proximity to the copper pipe that comes down inside the fridge, it's not really, that piping's not really chilling down like it should. So you can see I've got the lighting in here, and this whole box stays warm regardless of whether the light's on. And here is where the copper pipes come down. What I think I need to do is take this copper pipe and swing it towards the back here, which puts it right by the cooling area, and we'll pull it further away from the box here, the electrical lighting box, and also put it right close to or possibly touching the cooling area, and that should help cool it further. I have not installed the fan yet. I wanted to see where we were with pipes alone, so we'll make that change, and then we'll look at adding the fan to the interior. Well, I gotta tell you, the head is just not gonna go away on this thing. I give this thing a swirl, and the head just builds back immediately, and you get some legs on there, a little bit of lacing, obviously. That's amazing, Josh. The body is like medium on it. I think it's really hard when you're doing extracts to make like a Russian Imperial Stout and to get a thicker body. It's hard in general for anybody homebrewers to make particularly full bodies on beers, I think. So one thing that you could maybe do, just an idea I had, was maybe what you could do is do a longer boil, like do a 90-minute boil, so it condenses down and gives you a bit higher starting gravity and maybe thickens it up a bit. Also, with your starting grains that you steep, what temperature you're steeping at makes a big difference, because it's those sugars and the chains and how long those chains are on the sugars. And so maybe what you could do is have a lot of steeped grains and do them at about 154 degrees, 150, even as high as 156 degrees on your steeped grains, which are going to give you those longer sugar chains and add more body, and then maybe use some things to add body. But otherwise, this is a very nice beer. Yeah, I definitely get the bourbon on there too, Josh, and I told you to go for it, so I'm not disappointed with that part at all. That's a bit all right. If you can reduce the carbonation a little bit, that would probably be helpful to not thin it out quite as much. But that's nice, Josh. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's telling me I've got beer mail. Of course. Actually, not of course. I got a huge surprise came in a week and a half ago. In fact, it came in the day after I videoed the Homebrew Wednesday, and it came from out of the country. So let's show you what we got. I was blown away. I got a box from Grant Baker from New Zealand. This was so totally unexpected. It completely, utterly blew me away. And the first thing Grant sent me is pretty exciting, quite frankly. This is the Baker's Border Brewing. It is the Baltic Porter. Basically, this is a rebrew of the beer that he made, the porter he made, that took, I think it was second place in the world, in the international finals for the SJ Port Challenge. So he rebrewed the beer and he sent me a bottle. I am so stoked, Grant. I can't even tell you how totally cool that is. And if you look at it, I mean, what a beautiful job. You know, he used a blue wax on the top. I mean, and this label, it's just fabulous. I mean, from head to toe, this is just amazing looking. And from everything that I know, the taste is even better. It's a 8% ABV Baltic Porter. So I'm pretty stoked. 34 IBUs. The other one that he sent me is this. It's the Decoction Smoked Pilsner. I'm going to say this wrong. Rakau, whatever, hops. Here it is, 6.5%. And I know we both conversed, and one of the things I want to make, I didn't end up making, was I wanted to do a Pilsner, but a decoction Pilsner, because one that I tried, a beer out of Texas, where they did a decoction mash with a Pilsner, just added this wonderful sweetness. It was just fabulous Pilsner. And I'm not a huge Pilsner fan, and I loved it. So he made one, but he used some smoked Pilsner malts as well. So this should be really fun to try. Thanks, Grant. I'm excited. Now, he sent two other little goodies that I'll show you. He sent some candy bars with the directions that I'm to share them with my grandsons. And the perfect thing is, now this is being filmed on a Sunday, the grandsons are coming over tomorrow. I've got two granddaughters. They live in Southern California. I'm in Oregon. But my grandsons are coming over tomorrow. We're going to be babysitting them. So I'll get to share them with them. And if I remember, maybe I'll get a little clip of them trying the candy bars. The first one here is really interesting. It is a milk chocolate. Well, actually, it's 33% cacao. It's a milk strawberry. So it's got like a strawberry filling. I've never seen this. This is from Whitaker's. I've heard of like Whitaker's, like caramels and other things, but this is a full-on candy bar from Whitaker's with a strawberry filling. That should be fun. That should be really interesting. Then the other one is, you probably didn't know, Grant, but this is like so up my alley. This is the same kind of thing, but with peanut butter. Oh, chocolate and peanut butter. That just kills me, man. I love chocolate and peanut butter mixed. So we're gonna crack these things open tomorrow with the grandsons. That should be a blast. And maybe I'll get a little video clip of the boys trying it, and the older one can maybe tell you what he thinks about it. So that should be fun. But thanks, Grant. I'm stoked. I'm blown away. Thank you again. I'm very humbled by that. And international shipping's not cheap, folks. So thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm here with Cameron tonight. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And we have candies that came from my friend Grant. Can you say thank you, Grant?
Thank you, Grant.
You want to see what he sent? Okay, the first one is chocolate with strawberries. Does that look good?
Yeah. You want to see this?
Yeah, show it to them. Ooh, does that look good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you want to see what the next one is?
Yeah.
Chocolate with peanut butter.
You want to see this? Look it.
Wow, that looks good. Should we try them?
No, you know, I should try those ones and you can try them.
You want to try this one?
No, I want the red.
No, he wants the strawberry one.
If Grandma says it's okay. Grandma, is it okay if I eat these? Yeah. She said it.
Yeah, I heard it. Let's try a little piece. This one has strawberry. Can you taste the strawberry?
Good.
It's good. Cam, you approve of that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Should Eli get a taste? All right, here we go. Here's one more. Oh yeah, just put it in there, Gramps. Here, yeah, we can get to the middle. All right, grandchild tested and approved. Now we're going for the peanut butter and chocolate. All right, Cameron, here's a one with peanut butter. We're watching Fantasia.
I can taste the peanut butter.
Yeah, it's very good. All right, thank you, Grant.
This part's broken.
Is it missing a little piece at the end?
Yeah. But I don't know why they're speaking to me. Maybe something's wrong. What's wrong with this?
Okay, you're just telling the people on the camera that watch the movie.
You can't see them.
No.
So anyway, you all have a wonderful week. I've got just a few minor things to do on the tap, but I tell you, it's working pretty good. It's going to be working even better. Josh, this is a great beer. You did a fine job. Everyone, you have a great Wednesday. You have a great week, and we will catch you next time. Cheers.